How to remember what you learn. Memory is a complex process that involves the encoding, storage, and retrieval of information. When we learn something new, we are essentially encoding that information into our memory. This information is then stored in our brains, where it can be retrieved later when we need it. There are a number of things we can do to improve our memory and make it easier to remember what we learn. Here are some tips. 1. Pay attention. The first step to remembering something is to pay attention to it in the first place. When you are learning something new, focus on the information and try to understand it. Don't just try to memorize it. 2. Organize the information. Once you have paid attention to the information, try to organize it in a way that makes sense to you. This will help you to remember it more easily. You can do this by creating a mind map, a chart, or a list. 3. Practice, practice, practice. The more you practice something, the more likely you are to remember it. So, don't be afraid to practice what you have learned. This could involve doing exercises, taking quizzes, or simply reviewing the material. 4. Take breaks. It may seem counterintuitive, but taking breaks can actually help you to remember what you learn. When you study for too long without a break, your mind can start to wander and you are less likely to remember the information. 5. Get enough sleep. Sleep is essential for memory consolidation. When you sleep, your brain processes the information you have learned and stores it in long-term memory. So, make sure you get enough sleep, especially after you have learned something new. 6. Use mnemonic devices. Mnemonic devices are memory aids that can help you to remember information. There are many different types of mnemonic devices, such as acronyms, rhymes, and visualizations. 7. Associate the information with something you already know. One way to make information easier to remember is to associate it with something you already know. This could involve creating a story, using a metaphor, or simply relating the information to your own experiences. 8. Test yourself. Testing yourself is a great way to assess your understanding of the material and to identify any areas where you need to improve. You can test yourself by answering questions, taking quizzes, or creating your own practice tests. 9. Find a study buddy. Studying with a friend or classmate can be a great way to stay motivated and to learn from each other. You can quiz each other, discuss the material, or simply work together to solve problems. 10. Use technology. There are a number of technology tools that can help you to learn and remember information. These tools can be used to create flashcards, practice quizzes, and even games. Conclusion. By following these tips, you can improve your memory and make it easier to remember what you learn. Remember, memory is a skill that can be improved with practice. So, don't be afraid to experiment with different techniques and find what works best for you. Additional tips: eat a healthy diet. A healthy diet provides your brain with the nutrients it needs to function at its best. Get regular exercise. Exercise has been shown to improve memory and cognitive function. Avoid stress. Stress can interfere with memory. Quit smoking. Smoking can damage the brain and impair memory. Drink alcohol in moderation. Excessive alcohol consumption can damage the brain and impair memory. Final thoughts. Remembering what you learned is an important skill for success in school, work, and life. By following these tips, you can improve your memory and make it easier to remember what you learn.